okay, Arjuna's not buying it. Huh? Krishna, huh? Arjuna is not buying this. He's an extrovert. He's rajasic, active, extroverted person. And this sounds pretty weird to him. To that part, it does sound pretty weird to that part of you, doesn't it? That, huh? What's this guy talking about? He's babbling all this nonsense. Huh? Yeah. So Krishna said, okay, he gets it. He's watching Arjuna's mind, and he sees Arjuna's objecting. So say, okay, let's give him another argument. This is another, the double-barrel shotgun approach. He says, also, if you consider this from the standpoint of your duty, you should not waver. Nothing is more auspicious for a warrior than a righteous war. Only lucky warriors are given the opportunity to fight an unsolicited war. It's an open gate to heaven. But if you forfeit your honor and refuse to do your duty, you will incur sin. Whoa, here's the next, huh? Oh, don't want to get that. Sin. Sin means what? Vasanas. Uncomfortable, unpleasant experiences. You'll feel rotten. You'll feel bad. You'll feel guilty. You won't feel happy. Why? And why will you not do it? Because you refuse to do your duty. Okay, now we're introducing a new topic here, which is called Dharma, Swadharma. SVA, Swadharma. It means your self-duty. Not speaking as this. This is your self-duty, but you don't have to do anything for that. You just have to know that. If you know that, then you don't have to worry about your Swadharma, your small self-duty. But Arjuna's problem is, he's not clear what his small self-duty is he? He said earlier, he said it's better to beg for alms, which means what? He's thinking could be a sannyasi. Isn't that right? He lived at a time, there were a lot of sannyasis. There were a lot more than there are nowadays. And he'd seen these people all around. And he knew what their lifestyle was and what they did. He was an intelligent man. He just knew what a sannyasi was and what his lifestyle was, and that they were pursuing moksha and all that. He knew all that. And now he thinks, well, maybe I'm not Arjuna the warrior. Maybe I'm a sannyasi. Huh? Isn't that what you do when you run to India? Huh? You think you're a spiritual seeker? When life gets tough, I think I'll just quit being what I am here and I'll go to India and I'll be a sannyasi. I'll be a spiritual seeker. I'll put on the Indian clothes and get a tilak and meditate and pray and do all these sorts of things. See, but unfortunately for Arjuna, that's not his nature. That's an escape. He's want to escape into spirituality because what? He's not owning his nature. He's not doing his duty here. He hasn't not done it. He's just refused to do it. He still has. He's still got an opportunity to pick up his weapons and get on with it. Still got that opportunity. In the meantime, before he makes up his mind, he better learn a few things, and that's why Krishna is talking to him. Sin just means any agitation in your mind that comes when you don't do what's appropriate according to your nature and according to the nature of the Dharma field around you. That's what a sin is. Sin just means an agitation. When you break the rules of your nature or of the Dharma field, you feel agitated. This Dharma is built in. Everybody's got it imprinted in them. The macrocosmic mind, what they call the unmanifest here, the unmanifest programs all these different beings with different talents and proclivities and functions to make the total work. You're here to make a contribution to help what? The whole thing work. You've got a duty here. You've got purpose here. And you need to figure out what that purpose is and do it and respond from that knowledge of who you are. If you don't, you're going against your nature, and when you go against your nature, you're going to suffer. And suffering just means sin. You're going to be agitated. Some people have business vasanas. Some people have art vasanas. Some people have police vasanas. Some people have mother vasanas. Some father vasanas. And all kinds of different roles and programs are written, by Ishvara and are given or stamped on you, just like the duty of an oak tree is to be an oak tree. The duty of whatever human being you are is to what? Do what you're meant to do. And respond according to that program. And if you don't, then you're not going to be happy. That's all. That's all it's saying. Now, there's always going to be a problem. Well, what the hell's my program? Isn't it? Huh? Because for us, we can just take up any old program. If you got enough wealth, if you're not worried about food, clothing, and shelter, then you can just take up any old program. So you see in our societies, it's amazing what you see. Our societies are a supermarket of identities, aren't they? Yeah. You can just become anything you want. If you're not what? Satisfied with what the program Ishvara or God has given you. You look at these societies, look at the identities. My God, it's amazing. I've written a piece on it. It's on Advaita Academy. It's called The Supermarket of Identities. And the reason that supermarket of identities is there, and they're just endless, is because people don't know what their own identity is. They're confused about their identity, or they don't like it. They've got fanciful notions about what they should be as human beings. They have ideals, they have aspirations. They want to be different from what they are, so they try to pick up or be something that they're not. And he's saying, hey, big problem here. Huge problem here. Arjuna wants to be a sannyasi, and he's not a sannyasi. He's standing in the middle of a battlefield. He's got all his armor there. There's an army going on. There's a huge war just about to start. And this guy wants to what? Go to Rishikesh and sit in the cave and meditate. I think I'll be something else now. When life gets tough, pick up another identity. Try to be something else. And to find your dharma is very difficult if your mind's agitated. See? If your mind is disturbed and agitated and not peaceful, you won't feel what's right for you. You won't appreciate who you are. And until you get in harmony with that and work from that platform, you're not going to work out your vasanas. It's just not going to happen. You'll be working out, you'll be trying to what? You'll be trying to work out the vasanas of somebody that you aren't. Huh? You see that all the time. You want to try to be like Ramana, or Amachi, or the Buddha. For our spiritual people, I'm using this. Worldly people, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, those are. That's what they want to be like. So you see, as women, all and Angelina changes her hairdo, then they all change their hairdo. When Brad gets a new set of muscles, all the guys pump up and get the new set of muscles. Whatever it is. When Brad wears a beard, then everybody wears a beard. When he shaves it. They're not doing their own dharma. Well, how are you going to work out your stuff if you're working out somebody else's stuff? You're worried about what your mom is doing, or your dad is doing, or your brother, or your sister, or your kids, or whatever it is, if you're like living out the lives of other people or living through other people, you're not taking care of your own stuff. It's just not going to happen. And when you do that, then you won't feel comfortable. You'll feel agitated. And that's what he means by sin here. It doesn't mean you're a bad person, like in Christianity. You're a sinner, and off to hell you'll go. Surrender to Jesus Christ, or you'll burn forever in the fires of hell. Oh my God, man. No, it's not like that. You just won't feel good about yourself. That's all. Just a common problem. So these are the topics that Gita is introducing here. And then, the next argument he gives is you say, people will speak of your undying infamy. For the honorable person, dishonor is worse than death. You're going against your nature. He's a warrior. If you do something wrong in the samurai code, you fall on your sword. Seppuku, it's called. Harikiri. You fall on your sword. You'd rather die than dishonor yourself. Even in Japan today, actually corporate heads actually resign when they screw up. When they make a mistake, they still actually resign. They got at least a little bit of honor, you find there. In America, no way. They make a virtue out of it. And try to wiggle their way out of the responsibility for everything, the politicians and all these people.